Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Homestead Horsemanship, where we raise, train, breed Missouri Fox Trotters. It's a gaited horse breed, that originated here in southern Missouri. Got my friend Brian Braswell. He's been on the channel a bunch. Remember Walter, the fastest fox trotter in the world? That's Brian's. Brian has brought back Legacy. So if you remember, Legacy was Images, our stallion that passed away here of old age, his very last foal. And I sold Legacy to Brian because I knew I wanted to keep Champ, and I just couldn't have two stallions out of Image here on the farm at the same time. I didn't need two of them. I think that Legacy is going to be every bit as good as Champ. I think he's going to be a great horse. So he's going to be going into his 3-year-old show season, and that's when we're going to start showing him and everything. So since this was the last hot day of the year, it's about 90 degrees, we thought we'd take him down to the river today and do his first ride in the river. Get on his back, get off his back a bunch, and here in about a month, Legacy's going to go into full-time training. I'm going to get him broke to ride. Brian's going to come down and do a lot of trail riding on him. And I'm going to get the starts of his show gates going into winter set. And then in springtime, probably about March, we'll bring him back and I will get him set up to show. And he's going to be in what's called the 3-year-old futurity in June. And Brian will show him. Brian's an excellent rider. He showed his whole life. And so we'll work together on him and hopefully make him a really top-notch show horse. So before I get on him, what I wanted to do was just get him working in the round pen, give him a real short lesson, basically just teach him to give to pressure, which he already knows a lot. Brian has been working with him, and I had him, halter broke and working pretty good before he left here. So he already knows a lot. I just want him to give his nose on both sides. Good boy. And I like using these rope halters for lessons. They're hard ropes, not soft ropes, and they have knots on both sides of the cheeks and on both sides of the nose, and that helps them give to the pressure. Let your cues be a lot easier for the horse to read when you're cueing them to give to pressure. Good boy. Good boy. Back up. Back up. Good boy. Back up. Good. Yeah. And then the other thing I want him to learn is the word walk. When I tell him to walk, I need him to go so that when he's in the water, he has a little bit more of a clue and he doesn't have as much to figure out. Good boy. Walk. Walk. Good. Look at the shoulder stride he's got and the way his shoulder moves at the front end, the overreach he has. He has got a lot of potential, and his neck moves with each one of his strides. He has a very elegant way of going. He's going to be good. Hi. Walk up. Might be hard to trot. That's fine.
Hey, no.
Come here. Ooh. Hey. Attention to me. So he doesn't have his eyes on me right now. He's thinking about other things. And I don't care what's going on. He ought to be able to keep his attention on me. Hey. Hey. That way. Come on. Good boy. A horse that won't pay attention to you when you're working is a dangerous horse. So anytime he gets his attention off of me, I'm going to make sure he gets back. There was a drop, right?
I just wanted to point out and speak to the fact that I'm a little bit more firm or heavy-handed with this colt than I am with most of the horses I train on this channel. And a lot of people might make a negative comment about that, but that's because this horse is a stallion. You have to train stallions a little bit differently than you train mares or geldings. And you need to think about it in nature, like, okay, at 2.5 years old, they'll be run out of their family group by the dominant stallions. They'll be establishing pecking orders, and a stallion will try to establish a pecking order with you as the trainer as well. So you do have to have a little bit more, have a heavy hand, a little bit more of a dominant, assertive voice, and just kind of establish the boundaries right from the get-go. So yeah, if you see something that's a little bit more aggressive than what you would like to do with your horse, well, just know that that's because this horse is a stallion and he's going to remain a stallion. Now, that's not to say that I'm ever mean to him or abusive. I won't be, but they will just know that, I'm going to have to be in charge more than working with a mare, where I'm trying to kind of be friends or partner up with them. These stallions, they respect leadership in a different way. It's just a different thing if you've never trained a stallion.
You done the guitar work with him yet?
No, no. I'm going up back.
See if we can just walk home. Okay. Walk. Walk. Good boy. Keep walking. Walk. He sure is getting chunky and nice and fat. Okay. Yeah, I think that's probably enough just to where I feel comfortable taking him down to the river. I just wanted to get his mind thinking first. We'll take him down there and have some fun. Down at our river access, and let me tell you the benefits to starting a horse in the water. So first we'll get him out in the deep water where he's swimming, and that's going to be new to him and scary, and it's going to take a lot of, some physical effort. So they kind of get adrenaline going because it's fun, but it's also scary. So I'll swim them a little while, and then I'll bring them up to where they can touch, and I'll hold them there, and I'll be here like this with them, petting them after that big adrenaline spike, and they'll have an adrenaline dump, and they'll get really calm. Then you're in water, pretty deep. You can climb on and off of them more agilely and without fear. You can just get on them, and they sense that you're getting on them without fear because you're in the water, so they're safer about it. And it's lower impact since he's a young horse. He's just 2.5 years old, and it's lower impact on their joints, lets them build strength, and you can get on and off a lot more than you would in a round pen. And it's just the psychology of the adrenaline dump, the psychology of something new opens up their learning. It just has multiple layers of benefits to doing it this way, and it's just a lot of fun. And horses, I think the horses have fun too, especially ornery little boys seem to like it more than the fillies. Mm-hmm. And he is an orneriest little boy. He's always getting into trouble or doing something.
Okay, here he goes. And he's never been down here to do this before. It'll be his first time.
Be thirsty after that trailer ride.
Like 6 inches low right now, so it should be not too cold.
boy.
I'll just film from here for a minute and then come out.
Come on. You stop.
He says it's cold.
Come on. That's funny. They don't usually stop right there. Come on. Oh, I'm cold too, yeah. Come on. Come on. I'm cold. Let's get swimming. Come on. Walk up. Walk up. He says, let me think about it. Let me think about it.
Whoa, I'm sinking. Holy shit, moly. Woo, woo. Very cool.
He's slow at swimming. A slow swimmer. Most of them way outswim me. See, now I got him to that spot where he can touch and he thinks I saved him. Yeah, he's trembling from the end dribbling.
Oh, oh, look at his head.
He's sitting down.
Oh.
I got you. Oh, he's putting all his weight on me.
Oh.
He's like, hold me, hold me. You're all right, bud, you're all right.
I've never seen one do that.
Oh, he once held like a baby.
Oh.
He said that was so scary. Oh. Good boy. Good boy.
Water's not bad.
It isn't too bad today.
Holy moly.
Oh, hi, Chongus.
Go back to the shore, buddy. I'm not saving you. Go back.
Poor Chongus, he needs saved.
He's fine.
Come here, Chongus, I save you. Good Chongus.
Let me see, JR. Turn him the other way so I can use it for a thumbnail. He's licking him. Aww.
Doesn't even care. Boy, he feels strong too. Get on him. Like I got up and sat on Bryce's filly. It's the exact same age. She felt weak. When we got off and have been lunging her over poles for the last week, we're going to do it for about a month to get her to feel strong. You get on this dude, he absolutely feels like he's ready for a trail ride. I mean, there's no,
He's pretty muscly.
there's no give to his structure or bones or nothing. But we are still going to take it slow with him. But in this sandy bottom river, and with half his buoyancy in the water, we're good to go.
The dog just tried to.
Walk. 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 Good boy. Walk. Go towards that tree.
This is why I love breeding and raising my own horses. So many people say, why breed a horse when there's so many out there that need adopted or rescued? But this is kind of evident of why. This is the first time this horse has been mounted, and his ears are up, and he's actually having fun. He's enjoying himself, and it just, kind of speaks to my breeding program. I know all of his lineage. I know how he should act just based on his bloodline. And so much of it is nature over nurture. Of course, I do like to be able to raise him too, so there is something to be said for nurture. So he's been with me his whole life. So training is just this easy. You can kind of get on him the first day you want to get on him, and it's not traumatic for the horse. It's not flooding. Some people will say it's flooding training, but it's really not, because I don't ever have to push them to the point that they're scared or nervous. He's just a good horse, and he'll be super easy to break, despite the fact that he's a stallion. Now, as I said earlier, I'm a little bit more firm, a little bit more forceful with a stallion than you have to be with a filly or a mare, but that's just part of nature's way. You got to think about how they treat each other in the herd environment, and you got to take into account the testosterone that you have to train over the top of. But Image is just doing great here. Sorry, I meant to say Legacy. His name's Image's Legacy, so we'll call him Legacy.
He's doing great. Every time I do one of these videos, the horse gets a little anxious. I start patting it, and I always get the same comment: don't pat your horse, only rub it. They can feel a horsefly land on you, so that pat feels like a smack. I don't know where this line of thinking came in. People have been patting their horses for thousands of years. And what it actually does is it releases anxiety. It like snaps that anxiety out of them, and they like it. The whole don't pat your horse thing is a myth and a lie, and I am not here for it. I don't understand it. Now, rubbing and scratching is great too. Like Champ, he has a spot right here that he loves to be scratched. So when I'm rewarding, I do that. But when I'm reassuring, I'll maybe stroke or I'll pat. So they're all just different tools in the toolbox. Let's get a little loose. You got to keep it up above the anatomy of the nose. So this nose separates from the skull right here. And there's a long bone that comes out right here with a gap for the sinuses. You don't want this part past that part. You want it halfway between. You want it like 2 finger widths below the cheekbone max. I feel a little better. You're kind of against the withers that way. That's kind of a natural saddle you need to be in when you're riding bareback.
Second time in 30 years.
You have to do the bareback equitation class.
We tried, man. They said, yeah. They about fell off. 5 times.
I did the bareback equitation on Lucky one time, but I didn't know it was an equitation class. I thought it was just like a foxtrot class that happened to be bareback.
You look so good on a horse, too.
Thanks a lot. Brian was just making fun of my riding style. So, and it's true, the exhibitors, the good show people that show a horse that's set up, like Brian, have much better equitation than the people like me that train the horses all the time. I get so focused and so trying to manipulate every movement of the horse that I am scrunched around and reaching with my feet and picking with my heels and touching and moving and concentrating, and my equitation goes to crap. Brian, as a kid, won the Youth Equitation Award, I think probably a record amount of times. So we're kind of opposite ends of the spectrum on riding styles. I'm going to try to incorporate a little bit better riding into my everyday habits, try to become more habit forming to better equitation. I did try to keep my head still when I was showing champ this year, but I probably shouldn't have been thinking of that and been trying to think about winning more. Okay, Legacy enjoyed the water just like I kind of figured he would. He did excellent on his first ridings. He learned to steer, learned to go really quickly. He is going to be a simple horse to break to ride, or to train to ride, start to ride. And we'll just give him another month to mature. Brian will keep pouring the feed to him. Then we'll bring him back here to the farm and we'll start on his training and gaits and everything, and he'll remember this. Horses have a great memory. I've went as long as 19 years on one horse between riding it that a guy was using as a breeding stallion, and got back on it, and he remembered everything he had learned 19 years previous. So he will remember this lesson a month from now, and it'll make it that much safer when I get on him. And it's already too late in the year here to be swimming. It's just a hot day today, but from here on out, we won't be swimming anymore this year. So, be getting cold soon. Okay.
Okay.
He's hungry. We're going to take him back home.